Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice 2 video. And this update, we talk about version 2.2, which just got released on Wednesday, April 4th. And what's new? Superman Birthday Collection. Happy 80th birthday, Superman. In celebration of Superman's birthday, we are very pleased to present classic Superman as the new Arena Invasion hero. So if you guys remember the Justice League Cyborg event, it'll probably run for about 3 to 4 arena cycles. And you'll get 3 times to do them every day, which means you'll probably get about 210 fragments altogether, enough for a 3-star. His unique style is inspired by Action Comics #1, Red Trunks and all. A cultural icon, Superman lowers the defense of his opponent while damaging the entire enemy team by performing his Blast from the Past ability. In addition, his X-ray vision ability deals damage over time. Knightmare Batman, a new arena hero. Batman stuns the opponent at the start of any battle and reflects all basic attack damage back onto his opponent during battle. In addition, his jump attack can power drain his Lost Morales ability, Armor Pierces, and his Darkness Falls ability deals damage over time. Atrocitus and his cat Deadshot join as a new League Store character. Red Lantern Atrocitus can summon Deadshot to buff team members as they tag in. His Napalm Vomit ability costs health instead of additional power, and his Blood NATO ability seeks his opponent, dealing hazard damage over time. And auto-shattering gear, save time with the new auto-shattering gear option, which allows you to shatter multiple pieces of gear at once. You can also favor unequipped gear so it does not auto-shatter. So very important to also keep in mind that if you do not own a character, you have to lock the gear so it doesn't shatter. Player account levels have been increased from 60 to 70. Level up and increase your energy now. We've also increased character levels from 60 to 70, increasing your hero's damage and health. Upgrade your abilities to Gear 70 as well. And hero star ratings are now increased from 5 to 6 stars. This opens a brand new talent slot, new passive ability on super moves, and a unique in-game border, which seems spelled wrong, for 6-star heroes. Join a raid for a chance to earn new Ascension Orbs. You'll need these orbs to get your heroes to 6 stars. So we're going to be opening up Injustice 2. And I'm also very proud to announce that I am currently #1 in our league as far as attacks go at just over 2 million scored. Now, I suspect that Adrian will probably beat me, but we'll have to see on that. One of the coolest things about the update is now you can actually see how long it has been since a member has logged in. We had to actually kick Nick TMJ or whatever his name was because he wasn't logged in for 3 days. So this is a great tool for actually being able to tell when somebody has logged in last. So that's a really cool tool. And you can see how much threat people have. Pansy Marzipan, a loyal member, has also got over 4 million threat. Adrian at almost 4 million. Shono RTB at almost 4 million. You can actually see how long people have been logged in since. So you can see Student, DEP, and Nate the Great have been logged in since yesterday. I'm going to give you guys until the next refresh to check in. If you guys don't check in, you will be gone. Hopefully, you guys are just bored with the game and also doing that. Also, keep in mind, we will be making a push toward League 5. So I have a feeling that Rocket 219, Super John, and possibly Pancake Driver will either be moved to second league or kicked in favor of higher threat team members. So if you guys want to request, I will have the tag for our league in the description. I'm also going to have the tag for the second league in the description, as I will be making room on that. And you can see I'm at 3.303 million threat, but I have like 14 characters to upgrade. So we're going to have to see how we get on that. But as I've said, if you have not logged in for a day, we're going to be doing the 3-strike rule. I'm going to try to check this every day at 7:30. So people like Student DEP, Soil, RTB, Robbie One Kenobi, Rex on Rex, Nate the Great, Guma Gaming, Wrestle Lover, Pancake Driver, Lawrence, Dog for You 2NV, Death Slayer, Bouncy Jelly, Alex 909, and even Rocket, Anusti, and Fortune Faded, and the Black Order. You guys need to participate in raids and not just do one fight to potentially get on the leaderboards. You guys are going to have to participate because after this raid in 2 days and 13 hours, or whenever our next raid is up, we're going to be doing raid 5, and we need people to actually participate. We will be cutting slackers in favor of high damage people. You should be right up where Noob Day or better is. Not necessarily on the first day, but in general, because we want to be able to do this, and with over 60 million threat, there's no excuse why we can't do it. Now in the League Store, you can see that Atrocitus is 300 fragments, and Reverse Flash is down to 200. So Atrocitus gets that premium tag that Reverse Flash used to have, and his gear also costs 300 League credits to actually get. So you can see that even the gear for Reverse Flash has been reduced to 200, and Power Girl, a very good change, has been downgraded to 100. Also, the Tier 6 capsules for 50 League credits is also there, even though I don't suspect people will actually be getting them, because the chances of getting a 5-star, now 6-star Reverse Flash, and especially Atrocitus, very hard to come by. So, one other thing I'd also like to talk about. So, Amazon Wonder Woman, you can take a look at the
Wonder Woman
character here, and you cannot get her by any means. This is why I have been requesting Amazon Wonder Woman fragments, because I want to get her up to 5 and 6 stars, just because I want it as kind of a status symbol. So unless you took a special offer early on, you're not going to be able to do that. So Knightmare Batman is available from the new Dawn of Justice chest, and he is an arena event. At battle start, Batman ambushes, granting his team a 3-second advantage. Bruce reflects basic attack damage back onto his opponent, and jump attack can power drip. So Nightmare ambush on battle start, team gains 3-second advantage and 15% chance to reflect 100% damage of basic tag, jump, rush, range, and crouch attacks. Now, I have a feeling that at 5 stars, the Nightmare ambush is going to go up to 30% chance to reflect 100% damage. Now, is that enough to counter Justice League? I don't think so. But if you get a couple random hits in and able to do all that damage, then yeah, it's totally worth it. Is it going to be a hard counter to Justice League? I don't think so. Now, as we guys know, that NetherRealm's way of fixing characters is, instead of nerfing them, they actually buff it. So Batman demonstrates his mastery of the martial arts with a powerful kick that knocks down his opponent. If you guys remember Insurgency Batman, or even the boss Batman in Battle 49, this lunge kick is exactly what he used. The Lost Morales, Batman uses a custom rifle to punish his opponent. Now, you guys know that Batman usually uses batarangs, and Night of the Eclipse is the name of the super move, and new to the update, it actually shows you the increase of damage, which you normally were not able to do. So, for Atrocitus, who is of the Arcane class, Red Lantern Atrocitus can summon Dexter to buff team members as they tag in, kind of like Emerald Green Lantern. His Napalm Vomit ability costs health instead of additional power, and his Blood NATO ability seeks his opponent, dealing hazard damage over time. So the Dexter on match start and tag in, Dexter buffs one of the following: 6-second Reflect Shield, 6 seconds of Lethal Chance boost, Lethal Chance being really powerful, and you can steal 2 bars of power. Stealing 2 bars of power is much more powerful than gaining 2 bars of power. I imagine that the bosses before you actually fight Brainiac are going to be immune to this, but we will have to see on that. And also, the Napalm Vomit costs 1 power and 5% health. The Blood NATO also has a little bit of damage and a hazard dot component. I have a feeling that if this gets anywhere up to 1,000 damage a tick, this is going to be overpowered and ridiculous for dealing with people, and you are definitely going to need dot resistance. And it also works as a hazard, so Arkham Knight Batman and John Stewart Green Lantern can also buff this ability, which is really useful. So this is probably why Atrocitus has been labeled as a premium character, and you can see the nice little pyramid of 6-star talents, kind of like a big Christmas tree. And at the top is the 1-star. Kind of backwards, but you kind of get it. So, new to the update, you can get characters up to 6 stars. So, you will get more damage on the super move. You will gain a talent slot, and this is super important because you can gain an additional 12% crit chance, 12% defense, 4% attack, and 20% resistance to abilities if you have it epic. The final character is Classic Superman, who is a Gold Might class character. Superman supports the team by lowering his opponent's defense while damaging the entire enemy team when performing his Blast on the Pass ability. In addition, his X-Ray Vision ability deals damage over time. And he is available in the special arena event, but I have a feeling that he's also going to be available either like Justice League Cyborg in the arena store in patch 2.3, or there's going to be offers for 3, 4, and possibly 6 stars for $100. So his passive is called Titanic Strength. Each use of Superman's Blast on the Pass ability deals damage to tagged out opponents and decreases defense of current opponent by 5%. Now this is going to be a super powerful ability, because you can also combine it with Dr. Fate or Power Girl and get the Blast from the Past down to 3. Now, if this does not rinse out when the opponent tags out, I think that Classic Superman is going to be a really powerful character. You're not really going to use it for the BVS Superman like Leaping Punch. You're going to be using it from the Blast from the Past, because lowering the defense of opponents is really big. Now, I have a feeling that they're not going to change the defense. They'll probably just increase the damage, but if they do, hopefully it's not more than 10%, because that would just be busted and ridiculous. And you can see Reverse Flash has 15% damage as a 3-star. Knightmare Batman also has 15%. 2-star characters get 10% damage on their super move, and I would assume that 1-star characters will get 5%. So you can see the 10% damage for John Stewart Green Lantern. The 3-star characters get 15%. A 4-star character like Unbreakable Cyborg will get 20% damage. A 5-star character gets 25% damage. And at 6 stars, which we upgraded Scarecrow, the extra damage is 35%. So there is going to be a little bit of strategy, and obviously you get the talent slot. Lethal chance is actually really high threat. As you can see, it's over 1,000 threat just for 4% lethal attack chance. Lethal attack chance is going to be overpowered and busted, especially once more people actually start using it, because lethal attack chance makes attacks unblockable. You're also going to see this in Marksman Deadshot, who has native lethal attack chance, as you can see, based on opponent's distance. So now Marksman Deadshot can actually start sniping people from far away, and also special moves could also lethal attack chance from farther away. So Marksman Deadshot might have gotten a buff that you guys don't realize. And also, one of the bigger offenders to lethal attack chance is Flora Poison Ivy, because she natively has that on her gear.
Deadshot.
Now, Silver Deadshot does get a damage boost based on opponent's distance and team critical attack chance. I think Marksman Deadshot is a lot better than Silver Deadshot, especially with the lethal attack chance. If you can hit people with armor piercing and unblockable, Deadshot might be the sleeper in this update. And as you can see, Flora Poison Ivy with the gear set bonus, 20% lethal attack chance just for owning 2 pieces of gear. So Flora Poison Ivy is going to be a great character for breaking blocks, just without even any lethal attack chance gear. And she's already a good character. She's got the Vine Drill, and the Datura Hammer does a lot of damage for a special 3. So Flora Poison Ivy is definitely a character to upgrade.
Batman.
And Predator Batman uses a Cosmic Orb, which is an uncommon orb.
Batman.
Arkham Knight Batman uses a Galactic Orb, which is the rare orb found in League Raid chests. This is also the same orb that Multiverse and Justice League characters use. But basically, when you see the Galactic Orbs, that means it's a premium upgrade. However, that's not saying Arkham Knight Batman is better than Predator Batman. That is far from the case. Now, if you're using Arkham Knight Batman with John Stewart Green Lantern and Atlantean Armor Aquaman, that's pretty good. And Dr. Fate uses a Stellar Orb, and I'm really surprised about that because he is one of the better cards. Justice League Batman, as you see, does use a Galactic Orb because he is a premium character.
Aquaman.
Atlantean Armor Aquaman, however, uses a Stellar Orb, even though he is one of the best characters in the game. So I'm really baffled by this. And I am currently working on getting fragments to get Atlantean Armor Aquaman up to 6 stars, because I think that would be a great update.
Supergirl.
Powered Supergirl also uses a Cosmic Orb. I think she's one of the best challenge characters in the game, so
Superman.
highly recommend getting her up. BVS Superman actually uses the Uncommon Orb, not the same orb that the Justice League used, and Stellar Orb for Enraged Bane, which means that the character's pretty bad. Dr. Fate by himself is garbage, however the ability he gives you is really good. And Emerald Green Lantern also using a Stellar Orb is really surprising because he is one of the best characters in the game, because of his buff passive, and also his rockets do a lot of damage.
Cold.
So Captain Cold also uses the Uncommon Cosmic Orb.
The Flash.
Multiverse the Flash, as you see, uses a Galactic Orb, just because of the synergy.
Starfire.
And Energized Starfire uses the Cosmic Orb. She's also been deemed one of the better characters. Armored Superman actually uses a Cosmic Orb. And you can see that we had 223 fragments for Armored Superman. The reason for that is that there are more achievements. Account levels will give you fragments. Leveling a hero will give you fragments. So they actually made it possible to get a 5-star Superman just from achievements, which is really necessary and very cool. You also get 50,000 bucks for upgrading an ability from 60 to 65. So that kind of offsets upgrading the first character. They also added in an achievement for unlocking arcane heroes, which used to not be available. You also get 10 fragments for upgrading a hero's star rating 6. Upgrading a gear item to level 70 gives you a couple credits. You can also get Armored Superman fragments for unlocking heroes. Obviously, you can get it for doing story mode, which I need to do. And completing League Raid 5 and 6 will give you Armored Superman fragments. Donating hero shards and completing League mission stages will also give you Armored Superman fragments. So there is reason for doing League missions. And as you can see, we collected the first rank of Evolution. The second rank will be 300 battles, which is quite a bit. But as people do play the game a little bit more, I think that this is not going to be a big deal. And I'm going to be trying to work towards getting Evolution up, at least to a couple ranks. But yes, getting free League credits for just playing the game is really good. And putting a metahuman hero on your roster is not that bad. So another thing, too, is that they updated the threat in Chapter 8. The reason this is 510,000 threat versus 260,000 is because the attack values are now calculated, whereas before the threat value for attack chance, crit chance, lethal attack chance was very minimal. So as you see, 470,000 threat. We're not going to refresh Dr. Fate as much as I want to. 441,000 threat for Green Arrow. And the stage a lot of people had problems with actually has 368,000 threat now, because Emerald Green Lantern, Armored Superman, and Enraged Bane did not have their attack values calculated. We're not going to refresh Black Canary. Black Canary is also a great one to get up because of her special 3, and the Joker, 330,000 threat. Also, Robin stage, 298,000 threat. Once you get to Chapter 6, they really haven't changed much beyond that. The threat levels are not ridiculous to the point where it's really noticeable. And really all it is just kind of a tooltip change where you just see different numbers. So going into the store, this is something that I found to be really troll when I looked at it, and it's the Gear Booster Pack. So you can upgrade and customize gear with the Booster Pack. Contains 2,000 to 8,000 gear material and up to 100 gear reforges. So you can see the drop rates there. You have a pretty low chance of actually getting gear materials, although you do have a decent chance of getting gear reforges. This is actually a nerf because you're actually getting less overall for the gems that you get. So just to kind of show this off, we're going to be opening up 5 of these gear booster packs for the YouTube community, and you guys can be the judge of it. So in the first gear booster pack, we receive $3,500 credits, or 3,500 gear shards. In the second, we receive 15 gear reforged, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. In the third one, we receive 80 gear reforged. Now that is a good result, but the chances of getting that is pretty small. In the fourth gear pack, we receive 2,250 shards, and in the final gear pack, we receive 2,500. So you can see that we got about 8,000 shards for 750 gems, which is less than we originally got. So while we did get 80 gear reforges, a 4% chance, and a 4.8% chance to get 3,500 gear materials, as I predicted, you're going to get less gear material for this, and really shady practice. Even though I'm happy with the gear reforges that I got, you're still getting less gear material for this, so I do not recommend this. Maybe if it was 100 gems, I would recommend it, but at 150, it's a little bit overpriced. And the gear material promotes loot box gambling, which I'm not a fan of.
Batman.
So, looking at Predator Batman's level 70 gear item, you can see 40% critical attack damage, 17% critical attack chance, and 2,900 health. To take a gear item from 60 to 70 is about 92,000 shards. And we're going to upgrade this gear item up as well, because I want to get Predator Batman's gear up. Also, the gear look changes at level 60. gear level 70 basically just gives you more stats. So we have the boots up to level 58. And our threat is at 195,000. Now, are we going to be capped on defense? Yes, we are. 12% chance to armor pierce on basic attack. So, because we're at 75% because of the upgrades in our gear, we can actually take this and still remain at cap. Now, I don't know if this affects with Classic Superman, but we're going to re-roll. So you can see the critical attack damage gives about 2,504 threat, but armor piercing, in my opinion, is a much more premium stat. Now, here is another new talent. Resistance to critical hits, stuns, and dots. I really feel that with some of the new gameplay mechanics, I'm not sure if critical hits count with lethal, but if it does, it's going to be a big deal. And resisting dots is what I think NetherRealm is trying to push, because characters like Landing Armor Aquaman can do like 10,000 damage a tick on dots. So if you roll 20% on stun, crit, and dot resist, I highly recommend you take it. So you can see that we're in competitor 1 in the arena. You can already see the whales in chaos trying to farm score. So one thing that we've also noticed is that arena has changed drastically. Not only can you refresh as many times as you desire now, but you can also guarantee higher threat opponents. You can also see what you're going to get as a reward, which is really cool that they added that in. So you can still fight people with less threat, but we've seen upwards of 900,000 threat, and I have a feeling that once people hit level 70 and actually get all their gear upgraded, seeing 1.1 to 1.2 million threat is going to be a reality. And also, one thing to note is that pips refresh early in the morning now and not late at night. So they're actually going to refresh at like 8 in the morning now instead of 8 p.m. I feel this is a little bit better because if you have to work, you can get all your farming done after work and not have to do it before work. So we're going to show off about 90,000 threat, and you guys are going to see what type of opponents you're going to get. So as you can see, 273,000 threat. So this is what we had before update 1.7 or 1.8 just killed any difficulty. They finally brought it back. So they listened to the players on this because, for example, a team like Black Canary, Harley Quinn, and Hellboy probably can't do this. But what if you have an Landing Armor Aquaman at 30,000 threat? You could probably do this fight. A Flora Poison Ivy with armor piercing could probably do this fight if they can isolate a Landing Armor Aquaman. Now you're also going to get matchups that are near your threat level, and that's respectable because if you're using a bad team, you still want to be able to fight same threat opponents as you see right there. So having one option give you good threat and then going all the way up, I think that's cool. That's a good game change. And you can see people have farmed about 4 million threats since overnight when I streamed. And yeah, you can see that the threat values go up and down. I kind of like how it kind of scales. So like the last opponent you fight generally is around your threat level. And then it just goes up. So it's nice that they're making little changes to the arena. But I think the main problem with the arena is the fact that the rewards are just garbage as far as gems and arena tokens you get. And there's no daily reward for actually playing the game. You can do all your farming at one night and be done with it. So this is the result with Predator, Batman, and the two lowest people on my team. You can get the 600,000 threat opponents, or you can get people near your level. So I like that there's progressive threat increase when you upgrade it. And I think that's going to be really good for the game. Like, there you see a 786,000 threat Justice League team. And as I've said, it's going to get way higher as people adapt over the next couple of weeks. There's going to be people buying that gear reforged thing just so they can refresh their gear. And it's shady practice on NetherRealm, but it's smart on their part because so many people are going to be reforging gear more offensively now that you actually get more threat with offense than you do defense. And that's going to make Arena harder. But I welcome that change. So you can see, again, the threat levels go up as you go up in the list. One thing that I wish they would put in the game, and it's something that I've seen Marvel Strike Force, Marvel Future Fight implement. Why is there no global chat in the game in all game modes? I think that's something they need to work on next. So you can see that Knightmare Batman's gear is in the store. And if you guys remember, Justice League Cyborg's gear also followed the same suit, as did all the multiverse and Justice League characters that you got from rewards. And I really wish that the interface here would get cleaned up. This is badly disorganized, really sloppy. And it's something that they could actually fix and make look a lot better. But overall, I am very happy because of the 6-star upgrade. I think it does bring new life in the game. And it's something they badly needed to do sooner rather than later. Because, oh, and there you see my game crash. So I guess this is a good point to stop. So if you like this video talking about the Injustice 2 Update 2.2, bringing a level 70 cap, level 70 gear, and 6-star characters into the game. Please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice 2 videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, my Instagram, which is HollywoodShono's God, my second channel, which is HollywoodShono YouTube live streams, www.youtube.com/TheHollywoodShono. Be sure to check out AppZone in the description so you can see more sponsored stuff, and have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!